Okay, welcome to the Powerpuff Girls and the Relish Rampage, which is a video game you would never actually touch with your own hands if you wouldn't do a challenge like me, because I'm on my challenge to beat every Gamecube game that possibly existed, and that will ever exist. So I don't think they make them anymore. You know, with some other consoles, you sometimes have like people who make still a Sega Saturn game, things like that. But I don't think the GameCube will ever have something like that, sadly. But maybe one day, and then we'll have to play that game too. But anyways, no, this is not a game you would normally play under normal circumstances. So the thing is, I love playing the Powerpuff. I didn't love to play them. I enjoyed watching the show when I was around 7, 8, 10, 9 years old, kinda. Would you enjoy playing the video game then? I mean, if you're a big fan of the show, I would not recommend it. If you're not a big fan of the show, I would also not recommend it. You know, we can see art style is kinda neat. The thing is, the story is, yes, the voting campaign, you know, everyone knows the mayor, who is a tiny manlet. I'm allowed to say manlet because I'm one myself, you know, I'm 5'2", so I'm allowed to call other people small because he's small with a big nose. And you know, he has a very hot secretary. We all remember that part of the show, who never shows a face. We don't know if it's hot, we don't know if it's ugly, who cares? With that body, I wouldn't even mind because I wouldn't be able to see it anyways. So, you know, you get the job that Mojo Jojo, you have to stop him because he's trying to manipulate the voters with magical radio waves in the air, and you have to destroy some of those radio waves. And there's also the ape gang, the gangrene gang that we just saw, or I just read it here. And you know, he has those green guys where even one of the gorillas band members is from, and you have to go around the city, find them, you kill them, and then it's over. Then you beat Mojo Jojo, and at chapter 1, you know, there's 4 big chapters in the game. You know, the first chapter is like the voting thing with Mojo Jojo. You have to go around, beat all of these people up, and there we see also the available combos where you unlock some. The thing is, you have to pick like these little glasses where the Powerpuff Girls came from with the chemical eggs, and you have to pick those up and you can make these combos. And the thing is, most of the time it doesn't even work. The thing is, I would just recommend, if you want to play this game, just use the laser. The laser is range. You just shoot the laser and you shoot and you shoot and you shoot, and boom, you just win every fight. You literally can't lose if you just laser everything. But you know, because some later enemies in the game, they just do insane damage, and if you go melee mode, it is not worth it. In the melee mode, you will get hit back, you don't do lots of damage, but if you just stand at a safe distance and you shoot the laser, you just kind of win. The thing is, the game has an open world kind of thing. It's not really open world, like you will always get a mission. You can't just have the fly play, but maybe there's a free play. I didn't even try it out after I beat the game. You know, I just did the missions, what they told me to do. I mean, some missions have a timer where you can't just fly around freely, but other missions then have no timer where you can just fly around however you want to like. And it's not really fun. It's not fun to fly through this town. There's nothing you can do. There's some things you can collect, like artwork that will unlock afterwards, but overall, you know. And the thing is, this is another mission. It's a time mission. You just follow this thing, you collect everything she drops, and then boom, you beat up her car, and then she's gonna be mad at you, and she's gonna be like, wow, why did you do that? Oh, mommy. And basically, you know, you got one mission, you do the mission, you get the next mission, then you get the next mission, then you get a pickle pun, and you get another one, and another one, and another one. You know, and it just made me think it's not a funny game. Maybe for little kids, obviously, but it doesn't have the charm. The thing is, I haven't watched this show in so many years. I'm almost 30. I'm in my 30s almost. I haven't watched this in like 20 years now. Like, would I still enjoy the show if I would now watch it? I don't know. I don't know what kind of show it would be nowadays. And you know, in chapter 2, there's the pickles that attack, and you have to collect these green things that fart out pickles, and everyone in the city turns into pickles, and you have to stop them from turning into pickles, and you have to beat up people who turn into pickles. And you know, there's also UFOs from the pickle planet, and you know, you pickle them back to their pickle planet in chapter 3 or on the way to chapter 3. There was like one mission that actually made me almost like, you see, there's farts everywhere over the city. Like the city actually kind of changes because, you know, the pickle army attacked and you have to unattack them, and boom, there we go. Again, the controls, they work, they're not very special. Again, I'm just using the laser. sometimes I punch the fuck out of this glass because you have to break it to 3 people instead of the glass, and everyone is like, wow, yay, I don't have to get pickled anymore. And then, you know, after you do that, there's this mission where you get like 15 minutes to fly around, and the thing is, there's like walls that make you not go through the way you have to go through, even though this is not the part with the walls. Like, first you have to defeat like lots of pickles, and then suddenly there's like walls everywhere, and you have to find the right way. And I kind of got stuck here for like 8 minutes because I couldn't find the right way. Like, I went everywhere, and I was maybe a little bit stupid, but that was kind of, you know. And after that mission, which is like almost the last mission in the game, you get into this freaking pickle machine factory where you keep people, or the pickles keep the people, and they pickle them into pickles. I don't know. But anyways, you know, and that's almost the end of the game, and there's not really much to say. Like, the soundtrack, I don't even know. It has the Powerpuff, it had the Powerpuff theme in the intro, but that's it. And the music afterwards is just kind of forgettable. I mean, I wouldn't expect really anything. I don't remember the soundtrack from the show either. It is not funny, you know. You fight tentacles too, even though, you know, the thing is, I don't understand. I mean, I'm not a very judgmental person. Like, if you have a tentacle fetish, I would never judge someone for that, but I just kind of wonder, I never really got the appeal of tentacles, but, you know, or I didn't even show how they attack. I want to show how they attack. Like, they attack you, but you just shoot a laser and boom, boom. And then you win at the game because you pickle the pickles away, and they fly to a different universe, and there's also a pickle with an afro, and then they get eaten because there's like 2 frogs suddenly wanting to have a pickle sandwich, and they eat them all. And that's the end of the game, you know, and you were kind of just happy that you got it over with. And then at the end, you just get back into the menu, and I guess you can play it again. Like, you can replay every mission in the game, and it just makes you think, why would I subject myself to that? This is not even the kind of game that you would enjoy if your grandma bought it for you back in the day. Like, you know, everyone probably got like a game from their grandma, and you kind of go like, hey grandma, thanks for getting me this game, but you kind of know that this game is not going to be good, and this is the kind of game that your grandma would have gotten you because she thought like, oh, I heard you like SpongeBob or the Powerpuff Girls, ooh, here you go, I bought you a video game. And, you know, you don't want to be mad to grandma, you don't want to show them that you're mad, or not really mad, more like sad that you have to pretend that grandma made you happy even though she didn't. You know, poor grandma would probably have her heart broken, and that would probably die the next day, and then she would be like, yeah, the last memory I have is buying a bad game for my grandson. Is it the grandson then, or granddaughter? And then I died, and, you know, they will never remember me for anything good anymore. You know, like, you want to get out of this world with a good ending, and that's why you should have not brought this kind of game into this world, you developers, because there could have been like, I mean, obviously it was the kind of show where boys would say, I'm not watching that, even though, you know, all the boys in my class, for example, watched it, and, you know, I don't know, I mean, me and my friends enjoyed it, but, you know, if you ask like boys, it would be like, icky girls, this is a show for girls. But obviously, you know, imagine all the poor girls out there who gamed, and the grandma, daughters, whatever the frick, mom bought them this game, and they had to play this. And what about people who hate pickles? I do love pickles, though, out of the jar. Like, I could eat a whole jar. Also, this is a really hacking, brutal death ram. Also, they're covered in pickle juice. And yeah, that's this game. I don't know why I picked this as my second game to beat. I guess I thought it was gonna be funny, but it's like not even bad in a funny way. It's just kind of inoffensive in a way. But again, you know, I think only a 5-year-old boy or girl could enjoy this game. Otherwise, you know, if you're the biggest Powerpuff Girl fan in the world out there, you probably played this already. So I don't have to tell you that you shouldn't play it. But, you know, there's an audience for this game, and that was the developers, because the thing is, the developers didn't want to play or make this game either. But, you know, there's a special kind of hell for people who made this game, I hope, who have to play this game and never anything else anymore. But yeah, it was certainly a pickly experience. And now I'm gonna turn myself into a pickle, because that is the funniest thing I could have imagined. That wasn't even a funny joke, but, you know, I'm kinda depressed.